Again. ESPN presents the North American Soccer League Indoor Style, the Championship Series Game 1 tonight. The Tampa Bay Rowdies visiting the San Diego Sockers. This match is brought to you by Budweiser. For all you do, this Bud's for you. Welcome to the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California. I'm Kevin Slayton, along with Bob Carpenter. We've got Game 1 of the NASL Championship Series Indoor Style tonight. And we've got the Tampa Bay Rowdies, the champions of the Atlantic Division, battling with the San Diego Sockers, the champions of the Pacific Division. And Bob, Tampa Bay had a much tougher struggle getting here than San Diego did.
Well, Kevin, San Diego got to play both of their games at home against Edmonton because the Drillers didn't have a home court available to them. Tampa Bay, on the other hand, had to claw their way, fight their way, you name it. They did it against Tulsa. That was a very tough series, a very tough physical series. And because of that, Tattoo is not here tonight. We'll see what effect that has on this club. Tampa also had to make a long trip to come out here, while the Sockers are a very relaxed and healthy team right now.
Well, it's very interesting, the matchups that we'll see tonight, and both coaches had some interesting thoughts on it. Prior to the game, Bob was able to talk to San Diego coach Ron Newman, and here's what he had to say. Tampa squad.
Well, I think both teams are very skillful teams. I think they rely a lot on individual effort. The Tampa team keep possession very well. I think we've got a great counter-attack system going. I guess it just depends on where the Lady Luck bounces the ball, and that'll make the deciding factor, I think, in this game.
On the flip side of the coin, for the Tampa Bay Rowdies having to come all the way to San Diego to play, Bob also had a chance to talk with their coach, Gordon Jago. Of course, they're without Tattoo, their leading scorer tonight, and Gordon Jago had some thoughts on tonight's matchup.
Well, you know, we've had so much adversity of late with sickness and that, and we've had a lot of very tight games, so we're used to it. But disappointing thing being Tattoo, he won't be with us tonight, but he'll be okay for Monday night's second leg in Tampa.
This place is sold out. There'll be more than 12,000 strong here in San Diego, and we'll return to the Sports Arena in San Diego, California, right after this. Welcome back to the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California. I'm Kevin Slayton, along with Bob Carpenter. Championship time, Bob, and the championship playoffs usually bring out some stars, and we've had that tonight, and I'm not using a pun, but Jurgen Stars has been the big gun in goal for Tampa Bay. 3.19 goals against in the playoffs. He's been almost impenetrable.
Unconscious is a word I've heard to describe Jurgen Stars a few times, Kevin. He has just been unbelievable in the playoffs, and goalkeeping is so important in postseason play. Against Tulsa, he had some balls hit him that maybe he didn't even know he made saves, but he was there at the right time, and he is the reason the Tampa Bay Rowdies are here tonight to play San Diego.
Well, he shut out in the mini game to get here. He poked a shutout, 1-0, and that's almost impossible in indoor soccer, even in the mini game. On the other hand, a man who has found the nets 51 times during the regular season, he led the NASL indoors in scoring. Julie V for the San Diego Sockers, unstoppable.
What a remarkable skilled player he is. Like any great goal scorer, he's a guy that every time he gets his foot on the ball, there's a chance it might end up in the back of the net. He can take the ball to the top of the penalty area with his back to the goal, turn it, shoot, and before the goalkeeper can react, the ball is either at him or by him, and that's just what kind of player Julie V is. He is the key man for San Diego, there's no question.
All right, Jurgen Stars against Julie V, Tampa Bay against San Diego. We'll return with more right after this. You are looking live at sold-out San Diego Arena in San Diego, California. I'm Kevin Slayton, along with Bob Carpenter, happy to bring you this NASL Indoor Championship game here on ESPN Live. And we'd like to extend a cordial welcome to the folks in Tampa who are watching this evening through the courtesy of WTOG Channel 44 in Tampa Bay, Florida. So welcome aboard. We've got a great one for you tonight. The Rowdies in green, trimmed in gold, and the Sockers in yellow. trimmed in blue, and we're underway. San Diego and Tampa Bay for the NASL Indoor Championship. Tampa Bay controlling early with Kozic. Kozic will be playing one of the defensive spots along with Connell out there. And San Diego quickly coming the other way now with it. This is Kim Dana. Dana onto the side. That's Julie V. 51 goals in the regular season for V. And he has not stopped there. He just keeps on going in the playoffs. So far, 5 goals and 4 assists for him in the playoffs. Quickly chipping it inside for Hilkes, but Jurgen Stars quickly tips it up for Tampa Bay. As we said at the top of the show, Stars is the key man that has gotten the Rowdies here. He pulled a shutout against Tulsa in the minigame to beat them 1-0. The Rowdies now on the attack with Neil Roberts. He scored the winning goal in overtime of a minigame to defeat Montreal in round 1. Kozic now inside the San Diego red line. That's Hugo Perez with the ball. He scored the winner against Tulsa. And his first shot is a weak one. It goes wide of the mark. And quickly, Vizierkowski comes back the other way for San Diego.
You handled that name well, Kev. Gert Vizierkowski. I think this is going to be a real interesting series from the standpoint of San Diego's offense. They have scored so many goals in the playoffs against a very tight-marking Tampa team. I just don't see any way they're going to score 12 goals in any game in this series, either team.
Well, they scored 20 in 2 games against Edmonton, but it won't happen. Dana with the shot, and that's why Jurgen Stars has been talked about and praised for his playoff efforts so far. This is Wes McLeod on the floor for the first time for Tampa Bay. McLeod makes a nice move around Fernandez into the corner now. Vizierkowski over there defensively, but McLeod still has it. He sends it across for Roberts, but he's not there and has to chase it down in the corner. Neil Roberts now for Tampa Bay, leaving it for Gorman. John Gorman now with a left-footed shot. McLeod in front, but it's knocked away by Volkmar Gross. He is the goalkeeper for San Diego. Fernandez now for the Sockers, crossing for Vizierkowski. He's dogged off the ball by Gruber. Gruber now takes it away, but we've got a whistle and a handball called against Gruber, I believe.
Looked like Peter just reached up and knocked the ball down with his hand. We'll check the replay. They're going to be marking Julie V tightly all night. This is Gruber against Vizierkowski. Now V touches the ball, and if the play would have continued, you would have seen Gruber reach up and knock it down with his hand. So Julie V, the top of your screen, controlling for San Diego. They like him to have the ball a lot.
And he knows what to do with it when he gets it. Ulrich now with it.
Just ask any goalkeeper in this league, yeah.
Roman knocking it into the corners, but Jurgen Stars clears it. This is Wes McLeod at midfield, but he's all alone. 3 defenders to beat. Now he gets some help from Gruber. Makes a nice move, but his shot is deflected. And it goes into the corner. Geyer knocked it away. McLeod still battling with a scissors kick. Crosses it in front of the goal mouth, but no one's there, and Gross comes out of his nets to take control for the Sockers now. Ulrich at midfield, knocked off the ball, and Gorman takes it away. And we've got a whistle that goes against Julie V. Well, they won't like that call here.
Julie V, it's an interesting situation. I guess it's like New York, where some people boo Giorgio, some people boo V here in San Diego. I don't know why. Here's the action along the far board. Just a little bit of friendly elbowing taking place there. Nothing serious, but Manuel Ortiz knows the emotions are running high in this crucial game, Kev, so he's going to call it close from the start.
Here's V, and he scores! Julie V!
Well, we told you, he's the guy that San Diego likes to have the soccer ball. He just beat a couple of defenders here, plays the ball into space right there, and then watch him shoot back the way the keeper just came from and beats him back to the far post. Nesson will get the assist. San Diego leads 1-0. V from Nesson, and that's V with 3 E's. V-E-E-E at 3:50. San Diego 1-0.
Well, they carried out to about 10 when they introduced him here. 1-0. San Diego in the lead now. And the soccer fans, 12,800 strong, are loving it here at the sports arena. Zucchini on the floor for Tampa Bay now for the first time. Sliding it across, but it's knocked away, and here comes Julie V back the other way now. Terry Moore on him. Moore was the man who was beaten, victimized a moment ago. V sliding it across for Dana. Dana moving in. Stars coming out to cut down the angle. Slides it across, and it's blocked by Moore. And now Zucchini comes away.
That goal by Julie V, a great illustration for some of our youngsters at home watching this game, and it just goes to show that placement of the shot is much more important than power. Julie V could have whacked the ball in on goal. He just waited and looked up and saw where he was going to place the ball and did it perfectly.
This is Nissen now. Over for V, and he's got 2 already! Julie V has scored twice, and San Diego looks invincible.
11 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first quarter, and that man has already put him up by 2. But that was a great feed. Julie V did a good job of getting the ball into the net. But look at this great feed by Steve Nesson right by the keeper and the defender, and V just gets his heel on it to put it in. What a super feed, but that man finished it.
You could see at the end of that replay, Jurgen Stars, the goalkeeper for Tampa Bay, had some words with his defender, Refik Kozic. He and Kozic had a little bit of a mix-up in communication. When Stars went out of the net, Kozic also stayed out and left Julie V unattended. I think Stars probably thought that Kozic would pick him up. But that mistake is costly, and it's 2-0 already. Here's Ulrich, and Stars makes the save. San Diego going for 3 in a hurry, and Connell comes the other way for Tampa Bay now. Mike Connell for the Rowdies. They better be careful. They'll get blown right out of here.
Need to make a correction on the time of the first goal. It was 2:50, then this one at 3:52. So San Diego gets a couple of goals in a little over a minute's time there, Kev. Maybe the San Diego offense is as good as everybody said out here they were. You know, a lot of people around the league have had their doubts about some of the defense played in this division, but the way San Diego's playing offensively, maybe the defenses are good, but they're just better.
2-0, the Sockers leading it. This is Peter Gruber now for Tampa Bay moving in. Neil Roberts up in front of the goal mouth. Coker all over Gruber. And now San Diego takes it away. Vizerkovsky quickly to midfield. And here they come again with Wilkes at midfield cruising along for Adi Coker on right wing. Now Vizerkovsky overlapping on left wing. Moving in the shot and easily saved that time by Jurgen Stars. Everybody gets into the act offensively for San Diego. They don't do anything fancy. They tell you what they're going to do and come right at you. Here's Martin Donnelly, but he loses control. And Connell retrieves it for Gruber now. Tampa Bay, with 9.5 minutes left in the first quarter, still hasn't had a decent shot on goal. Donnelly now chasing it down for San Diego into the corner. And there is Gross with the outlet to Coker on left wing now at midfield. And here come the Sockers once more. Up for Coker, and Kozic takes it away. Coker nearly snuck in behind everyone, but Kozic was there defensively, and he comes back the other way now for Tampa Bay. On left wing for Peter Rowe. Rowe trying to cross it for McLeod, but it's headed out nicely. San Diego playing excellent defense thus far. This is Zucchini now for the Rowdies. A great scorer. They like to get him the ball inside. And it's knocked away, and Hilkes comes away with it, clearing it for Dana now. He's got Coker with him, but there are two defenders back. Adi Coker leaving it on right wing, but nobody was there. As San Diego makes a line change. Peter Rowe now for the Rowdies. Along with Connell on defense. Moore now checking back in. This is Zucchini once more for Tampa Bay. And Wes McLeod, a potent 1-2 scoring punch for the Rowdies all year long.
Kev, Tampa Bay really still waiting for their first good scoring chance. San Diego's put the ball in the back of the net twice. The Rowdies really have not tested Volkmar Gross as of yet.
He hasn't done anything but stop passes back to him from his own defenders. Fernandez now for San Diego. And that is unlike the Tampa Bay scoring attack. They are usually more potent. Eric Geyer with a long shot, but it goes harmlessly over the boards and into the stands. Of course, we must mention again that Tattoo is not going to play tonight for Tampa Bay. He was left behind in Florida, injuring his ankle in that big playoff win against Tulsa.
And just to add a footnote to that, Gordon Jago told me before the game that he expects Tattoo to be ready on Monday night when these two teams rematch. So that'll have to be a lift for the Rowdies, but they need to do something offensively here, Kev. So far, they have just not put many passes together inside the San Diego red line.
Here is Eric Geyer. Peter Rowe breaks that up at the defense, and we've got a whistle. And we've got a foul against Tampa Bay, but no 2-minute penalty. So Tampa Bay whistled down, but they didn't get the penalty. Coker now working on Moore. Off the boards in front, and it's knocked away. Nice play to save a goal because Nico Roman was right in front. And now it's cleared over the boards. It'll belong to Tampa Bay.
One thing I do want to add to my last comment about San Diego being on top of Tampa so far. We saw against Tulsa last week how this Tampa Bay team can explode. It looked like the Roughnecks had Tampa beaten in that game 4-1 in the third period. Tampa exploded and won it 5-4.
All right, we'll return to the San Diego Sports Arena for more indoor soccer NASL Championship Series right after this. Welcome back to the sports arena in San Diego. Here comes the Sockers once more. Great save by Stars. He robbed Geyer point-blank range. Here come the Rowdies with a 2-on-1. Zucchini with the ball for Tampa Bay. Moves in. His shot is wide. And it's headed out of trouble by Donnelly and cleared out. And here come the Sockers back again. So the first good scoring chance for Tampa Bay goes for naught. And they still trail San Diego 2-0 on 2 goals from Julie V with 6:18 left in the first period. I'm Kevin Slayton along with Bob Carpenter live here in San Diego. Happy to bring it your way on ESPN.
Kev, that last Tampa Bay scoring chance, as happens so often in this indoor game, it was set up by a great save at the other end by the goalkeeper. The Rowdies brought it right down and almost had a goal. The rebound was a little too high off the boards for Wes McLeod. Now the Rowdies get a free kick opportunity just outside the top of the penalty area.
McLeod setting it up now. On the right wing for Gruber, inside for Roberts, but Donnelly clears it away. Julie V giving chase. Terry Moore is there for Tampa. You better be careful. Gets it back, but Jurgen Stars hands it right away, and V hits it wide. He nearly had a hat trick in the first period.
Almost in the first 10 minutes. We're not even 10 minutes in.
And the whistle and a handball violation called against San Diego. Tampa Bay now with Neil Roberts. Moving it back. 5.5 minutes left. First period, 2-0. San Diego leads it. This is game 1 of the championship series. Game 2 in Tampa next Monday night. It'll be live here on ESPN. Hugo Perez off the boards and around the glass, but Donnelly clears the carom, but not out. This is Gorman who holds it in for the Rowdies. Gorman on right wing for Gruber. It hit the glass. It's still in play. And now the referee says the fans may have reached over and touched it, and it will belong to San Diego.
I think so.
Now they're going to give it to Tampa Bay.
Well, it's San Diego fans that did it. I guess you could rule it that way, or the fact that the Rowdies are the ones that kicked it up over the boards like that.
Great shot by Roberts, the follow, and a great save by Gross. A big save, Volkmar Gross. When Roberts heeled it, he made the initial save, and then from a foot away, he drilled one into his chest.
I was just going to make the point, Kevin, that despite the fact that Tampa's trailing 2-0, they're still very patient on offense. They're not running around and doing silly things. The Rowdies are playing the ball off the boards, and they look very patient, very disciplined on offense.
Hugo Perez now. They've got a 3-on-2. Perez in the middle. Leaves it on right wing for Gruber. The shot. Cross the save. And now Wierzchowski clears it out of trouble. And here come the Sockers back the other way. Dana moving in. Connell defensively. Wierzchowski leaving it for Dana now. Inside, but it's intercepted by Roberts. And Roberts clears it up for Perez quickly. Perez can go one-on-one here with Nico Roman, and he loses control. Here come the Sockers again with Julie V. He's got Ulrich with him as Ulrich crosses behind him. V wants to go one-on-one, gets a weak shot off, and Jurgen Stars is there, and Kozic clears it out for Peter Rowe now. Tampa Bay coming back. Right wing for Zucchini. He's got a step on his man. He scores! Zucchini for Tampa Bay.
What a nice finishing touch by that man, number 7, Zucchini. And it was also set up by a great ball right there from Peter Rowe. Zucchini lost control. Now he has to go out wide with it, and he shoots back to the far post, shooting it back where the goalkeeper had come from. And it's a 2-1 game, and the Rowdies, with that patience we talked about, pay off, get a good pass, and nice finish by that man, Zucchini, from that man, 24, Peter Rowe, and we've got a ball game again.
Zucchini had a step on Dean Wilrich, and he beat him and made no mistake, putting it back Volkmar Gross in goal, and it's 2-1 San Diego with 3:40 left in the first quarter. The assists go to Rowe and Kozic on the play, so 2 assists handed out on the goal.
Time of the goal, 11:04 after San Diego had scored at 2:50 and 3:52.
Jurgen Stars now rolling it out for Mike Connell. 2-1 the Rowdies trail. Here's Hugo Perez. Zucchini still out there. Adi Coker now dogging Perez at midfield, and this is Kozic for Perez again. Perez skating in now. Past Geyer and circles it around the boards, but Gross is there. His outlet for Hilkes at midfield. It went too far, and Connell cruises back for the Rowdies. Hilkes all over him, and Connell elects to go back to Jurgen Stars. Peter Rowe now, who made that dazzling pass a moment ago. Rowe now with a streak inside. A great save by Gross. Kozic gets the rebound. Hilkes knocks it away now. And San Diego with Geyer comes away with it. And Bob, I don't know what the defenders were doing, but they got badly confused.
It was just a breakdown. The San Diego defense, each guy said, well, you take them and I'll cover the shot. Suddenly, Peter Rowe had space to work with and almost tied the game.
He was probably the most surprised guy in the world.
Not to mention Volkmar Gross.
He made the save, and a big one it was. Gorman now moving in, leaves it for Zucchini. He scored a moment ago to cut the lead in half. In the corner and around the boards, and Peter Rowe could not quite get high enough to get a good leg on it. Zucchini now for Tampa Bay. One-on-one with Dana. Look at the moves of Zucchini, and the shot is blocked by Gross again.
Again, Tampa Bay very much in control, very much patient.
Peter Rowe, he scores! Great pass, that time from Zucchini, so they switch.
You're looking at a guy right there who has done it for Tampa throughout the playoffs. Great pass from Zucchini. Peter Rowe beats the defender with a beautiful touch, and boom, right to the left of Volkmar Gross. It's 2-2 in San Diego.
We will return to the San Diego Sports Arena for more soccer right after this. We are back live in the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California. The San Diego Sockers and the Tampa Bay Rowdies are all tied up at 2 apiece. I'm Kevin Slayton along with Bob Carpenter bringing you this championship series here on ESPN. San Diego took the lead. Fernandez hitting it wide. The header goes too high from Wilrich. And so Jurgen Stars, feeling a bit shell-shocked in goal, is able to dodge it. Stars clearing it out of his own end that time. Dangerously, Tampa Bay and San Diego all knotted at 2. Gorman on right wing now for Gruber. Gruber makes a move on the far side, sends it across for Roberts inside, and Donnelly takes it away for San Diego now. Roberts fighting with him along the near boards. Donnelly still has control for the Sockers, and he sends it cross field now for Fernandez. Vidal Fernandez moving in on Roberts. Both players go down, and the foul goes against Roberts. Oh, they love it here in San Diego.
One thing I've noticed about these two teams on the attack so far is you take another look at an obvious foul here on Neil Roberts. Kevin, it seems Tampa uses the boards more of a fundamental indoor type of attack, while San Diego goes directed on goal just like that one. When they score a goal, and it looks like getting the goal, we'll check it and see who got it. It looked like it was Adi Coker.
Coker gets the go-ahead for the Sockers, and they lead it 3-2. Here's another look.
This guy's a great veteran in NASL soccer, indoors and outdoors. Some of the fans up in the Minnesota area will remember his days with the Kicks, and he puts the Sockers on top on a good, almost a half scissors kick, you might call it. 3-2, San Diego back out on top with less than a minute left now in the first quarter, Kev, so that's a big goal for them.
Here come the Sockers once more. Nico Roman moving in. A blast. He hit the post. Nico Roman had Stars beat in goal. V now plays it to himself. He nearly scores again. Great defensive work by Mike Connell in goal. Saved the day for Tampa Bay. 30 seconds left, first period. And the offense is igniting here in San Diego. Tampa Bay trying to come back and get the equalizer, but Gross moves out to make the play. Connell intercepts his outlet with 20 seconds left. This is Gruber now for the Rowdies. For McLeod, back to Gruber, he's in alone, and Nico Roman knocked it away. Spectacular defense by the Sockers. Eric Dyer now back the other way. He's got Julie V and Dana, leaves it for Dana. Great save by Stars. As the first period comes to an end, San Diego leading Tampa Bay 3-2. And only some great goalkeeping by Jurgen Stars has kept it that close. San Diego buzzing around the net like bees around honey. So one period of this first championship game is history, with the Sockers behind 2 goals by Julie V and 1 goal by Adi Coker, leading it 3-2. It was 2-0. Tampa Bay came back to tie it at 2-2, and now it is 3-2 San Diego at the end of the first period. We're going to show you a replay of how Julie V nearly made it 4-2 near the end of that period.
A good player will do this. Julie V knows that the goalkeeper's right there. He plays it to himself, gets the head ball, but look at Mike Connell. Did Mike touch it with his hand? I don't know. Looked like the ball either hit off of his hip or he may have even batted it down with his hand. Nevertheless, Tampa escapes, and they are down by a goal, Kevin. Probably lucky to be there right now.
All right, we will have the championship game number 2 for you here on ESPN live Monday night, March 8th. San Diego goes to Tampa Bay, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 Pacific Time, live here on ESPN. We'll return to San Diego for the second period of this match right after this. As we just begin to start the second period here, San Diego getting a big lift from Adi Coker's goal. Kevin Slayton, along with Bob Carpenter, happy to bring you all the action live here on ESPN. Well, Bob, just when Tampa Bay looked like they might get run out of the place, they came back with 2 quickies, but then they gave up the go-ahead to Adi Coker.
2 different phases of the first quarter, Kev. In the first quarter, San Diego outshot Tampa 19-12. 9 saves by Jurgen Stars, 5 by Volkmar Gross. 3 fouls for each team, so not a very physical first quarter. A lot of goals, though.
Wierzchowski for Julie V, and Jurgen Stars makes the save. Mike Connell was dogging Julie V in the goal area, and V wanted the foul call, but he didn't get it. He couldn't quite get his foot on the shot. Perez now comes back the other way for Tampa Bay. Hugo Perez scored his first goal of the playoffs in the mini-game victory over Tulsa. Mike Connell hands it away to Lauren Hilkes. Hilkes now with a 3-on-2. He's got it for Ulrich on right wing for Hilkes. He hits it wide, but he follows and scores! Lauren Hilkes, it's 4-2 San Diego.
This was all set up on a bad pass by Mike Connell. The Sockers got it back, and a perfect one-touch pass ahead. Now watch this one. Mike Connell actually hit the ball onto the boards, and then Hilkes there to dive for the header, and San Diego leads at 4-2. He's probably the hottest scorer in this NASL playoffs right now, Kevin. He had 5 goals against Edmonton the other night, and he gets his 6th of the playoffs right here. Wilrich on the assist, 42 seconds of the second period, Kev, so they scored a goal with a minute left in the first and 42 seconds into the second.
Well, when you score them bang, bang, it certainly dampens the momentum of the other team, and in this case, Tampa Bay looking a little bit down after they'd come back to tie the game up. They now trail 4-2. For Hilkes, his 17th or his 18th goal overall this season. He had 12 during the regular season. He's now got 6 in the playoffs. Wes McLeod in the corner for Tampa Bay now. They've got to get on the board next or they're in real trouble. Neil Roberts now for the Rowdies. Roberts looking for someone to give it to, gets it to McLeod. He's been pretty much of a silent gun so far tonight. Hasn't done a whole lot in his tenure on the field. Connell now, who made the terrible mistake a few moments ago. Moving around Wilrich. Connell still has it. And the whistle goes against Wilrich. So Tampa Bay will be able to trigger something here in close. McLeod uses the boards to himself, and it's headed away by Fernandez, but not out. Connell keeping control. Connell heading it goalward, and there is Donnelly for the Sockers. But Connell all over him takes it away. Getting it to Roberts. A nice bit of work by Mike Connell. Kozic now with a nice move, cruises in. Crosses in front, but it's headed away by Wierzchowski. Mission has a break if he can get the ball, but Fernandez can't get it to him. Now he does. And he leaves it back inside, but Fernandez could not catch up with it. V nearly had a steal. Kozic now with Fernandez on him. And Kozic wins that battle for Tampa Bay. Zakinia back on now for Tampa. He's got one of their goals, and he set up the other one. One-on-one with Wierzchowski. He stops and turns now, trying to move in for Peter Rowe now in the far corner. Rowe crossing it, but Wierzchowski, a dominant force in front of that goal. Hugo Perez now at midfield. This is Kozic now for the Rowdies. Kozic with Wierzchowski on him, leaves it for Zakinia. That's not the side he likes to shoot from, but he'll shoot from anywhere. There he goes, the save by Gross.
Peter Rowe is right in front of Volkmar in the goal mouth, too, so he's running interference for Zakinia there. And Gross was jawing at the referee, Manuel Ortiz, a little bit about it. He said that Peter Rowe didn't belong in that goal crease with him, and that's where he felt he was, and it caused the keeper some problems.
Nico Roma now for the Sockers. Luis Fernando on the field for the first time for Tampa Bay. He wears number 9. This is Julie V. He's already got a pair of goals. Moving in, he wants the hat trick. Peter Rowe taking it away nicely. And now Gorman comes away with it, and there is Fernando on the field for the first time tonight, headmanning the ball upfield. This is Gruber off the boards, but Gross makes the carom save. Quickly, the outlet goes for Julie V, but he's got 3 men to beat. So he wisely waits for his teammates to regroup. Steve Nesson now moving up. V pushing off, gets away with it, slides it in for Nesson, and Gruber has the return pass covered. But now Nesson grabs the loose ball, and he sends it back for Nico Roman. And a whistle, we've got a 2-minute penalty coming up against Tampa Bay. And Peter Gruber, he was holding or pushing, doing something to Julie V in front of the goal now.
Sometimes defenders really get frustrated when they play against Julie V. We'll discuss it in a minute.
We will return with more right after this. You are looking live at the sold-out San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California. The home team Sockers leading the Tampa Bay Rowdies 4-2. Peter Gruber of Tampa Bay has just been given 2 minutes, a penalty, and San Diego will go on the power play. There is Peter Gruber. He didn't like the call.
We were saying before, sometimes defenders get frustrated by Julie V. He not only scores goals on you, Kev, but he also can make you look bad with some of his fancy moves. Gruber may be a penalty of frustration.
They score! Julie V again. He's got the hat trick. It didn't take long. They scored off the initial kick on the power play, and Julie V has his 3rd goal of the game, and Tampa Bay is in deep trouble with 10:56 left in the half. They trail 5-2.
Well, obviously it was a penalty kick. So a penalty was given to Tampa, which sent the man to the penalty box. I guess there maybe was a handball in the penalty area, Kev. The player automatically goes to the box for 2 minutes. If the goal is scored, he comes out. It goes down as a power play goal. V has 3, and San Diego has a 3-goal lead.
The penalty called against Peter Gruber, and Tampa Bay is in trouble. So far, they have done nothing to stop Julie V, although on a penalty kick, you really have no recourse anyway. Jurgen Starrs in goal for Tampa Bay, screaming instructions. Here come the Sockers with a 2-on-1. This is Hilkes. Hilkes with Geyer. Crosses it for Geyer, but he couldn't get a foot on it. He wanted the ball off the boards, but Hilkes gave it to him behind him. Wes McLeod now the other way, and Tampa has a 3-on-2. On right wing for Perez, he scores! Hugo Perez brings Tampa Bay to within 2 goals. And it's 5-3, and Bob, when San Diego had the 2-on-1 break, and the 2 players stayed down at the other end arguing with each other as to where they should have passed the ball, it allowed Tampa Bay to break.
I don't know what the final score of this thing's going to be. Here's McLeod. Perez lost control and then did a good sliding job here to just punch it with his toe past Volkmar Gross, who didn't cut down the angle maybe as well as he should have. But the Rowdies come back, and it's 5-3, and we probably have a football score by the time this thing's over with.
Well, just when Tampa Bay seems to be on the verge of destruction, they come away with one. They were down 2-0. They tied it 2-2. They were down 5-2, and now they've pulled within 5-3. Fernandez now in the far corner for San Diego. The Sockers in gold, the Rowdies in green. Vizierkowski now for the Sockers. He of the long flying hair and even longer mustache. He put Raleigh Fingers to shame in a battle of mustachioed players. Julie V using it well against the boards once more, but this time it's taken away by Connell for Tampa Bay. Connell still has it, and now V is called for pushing.
On that last Tampa goal, it was Perez, his 2nd of the playoffs, from Wes McLeod, who made that fine pass, and the goalkeeper, Jurgen Starrs, as you look at Vizierkowski, as we say.
How's that for a stash? He makes mine look bad, that's for sure.
Holy
He's
cow.
really got one. He's got to comb that baby. Tampa Bay now coming back the other way with Kozic. Refik Kozic moving in, trying to get it to Roberts, but Fernandez broke it up. And Vizierkowski quickly for Julie V. V nearly had a break inside, but Gruber comes away with it. And the Rowdies moving back with Perez. He scored a moment ago. Hugo moving on Dana, but he has it taken away. And now San Diego with a 3-on-2. Here's Julie V. He takes control in the middle, leaves it for Dana. Jurgen Starrs with a kick save. Big save for Starrs because they were in danger of falling behind by 3 goals again. As it is, it's 5-3 San Diego, 8:46 left in the first half. This is game 1 of the championship series. Zierkowski for San Diego, leaving it for Fernandez inside now. Quickly they turn, and Stars is able to block it. Wilrich still battling and gets a weak shot, but Jurgen Stars clears it now with the outlet to Peter Rowe. Peter Rowe for Tampa Bay. Wants some help from his teammates. Gets it from Kozic. Wilrich is all over him. Long cross for Zakinia. Couldn't control it. Good thing for San Diego because he can let a bomb go off that right foot. Perez now patiently. He misreads Peter Rowe. And Martin Donnelly retrieves the loose ball for San Diego. The Sockers, they won't quit. They want more. Moving in all alone is Wilrich. Fakes the shot. Now shoots right in front. It's cleared by Peter Rowe. The follow off the board. Hilkes now has it. And Jurgen Stars gets it. A bad mistake in the corner because they let Wilrich walk in all alone.
San Diego really giving the Rowdies problems in the penalty area. Seems like they're always outnumbered back there.
Wes McLeod now in the near corner for Tampa Bay. McLeod has an open shot and he scores! Wes McLeod for Tampa Bay. And it's 5-4. They just won't give up. They won't die.
What a gorgeous shot this was by the great young Canadian player, Wes McLeod. Plays it to himself, top of the penalty area, back to the right post now. Watch it. Ball not even spinning. Volkmar Gross, no chance. And Tampa just keeps on coming back, and what a great individual effort by that young man. That is his 4th goal of the playoffs.
It is also his 22nd goal of the season overall. He
By the
has
way,
had a banner year for Tampa Bay.
Kev Gruber and Stars, the assist on those goals. Jurgen Stars has assisted on the last 2 Tampa goals.
He is not just a defensive goalkeeper. He's very frustrated so far because of all the mishaps in the Tampa Bay defensive field. He and his teammates, defenders, that is, are not really communicating very well. They've given up 2 goals that they really shouldn't have given up on classic mistakes defensively. And one of the other goals was a gift on a penalty kick. So you can't really say that even though San Diego has scored 5 times that Jurgen Stars has had a bad night. He hasn't. It'd be much worse if he were.
Well, that's just how this indoor game is. You can play great and still give up 7 or 8 goals.
Fernandez now, Vidal for San Diego. Moving in for Adi Coker, knocked away nicely by Gruber, and here is Zakinia. Coker checking back, knocks him down, and Coker is called for the foul. Here's another look at it.
Zakinia and Adi Coker. Coker going into Zakinia there, and maybe what happened after the ball went away, they got tied up. So the call went against the defensive man, and Tampa gets the free kick. This has not been a very physical game, Kev. These teams are just knocking the ball around and scoring a lot of goals. The pace of the game hasn't really been fierce in the first half, so I don't expect things to slow down much in the second half either.
Here is Adi Coker now working on Gruber. Gruber knocks him down and gets called for the foul. He doesn't believe it, but he keeps quiet as you see him remind himself to keep quiet. He just served a 2-minute penalty a moment ago.
Some of the action along the penalty or along the boards there on the near side. Gruber with the left elbow shoved Coker away from the ball.
Coker on the give and go that time with Pico Roman, but he threw it up behind him, and Tampa Bay comes back the other way. Not quite as physical, as you said, as the Tulsa Tampa Bay series. That was war on a carpet.
And really, San Diego Edmonton wasn't a physical series either. Those games you saw here on ESPN, it was just high scoring and a lot of back and forth action.
Nico Roman stealing from Fernando, and here come the Sockers. Fernandez now moving in. Off the boards, and Jurgen Stars chips it up in the air and over the glass. Adi Coker wants a 2-minute penalty, and he's going to get a 2-minute penalty.
Yes, he is. Here's the nice steal on the San Diego defense, and then again, it's right back down to the other end. And now as we come back live, the Rowdies are going to be short for 2 minutes. Jurgen Stars will be called for delay of game. The time of the penalty will be 9:07, and Tampa Bay now will pick a player to sit in the penalty box in place of the goalkeeper who is penalized.
The reason for that kind of a penalty is because, as the rule is intended, that a team under pressure does not kick the ball over intentionally.
Now, wait a minute. Looks like they haven't called a penalty now.
And San Diego storming the net. They hit the post again. They hit it 2 times in a row. Roman still has it. He moves in, and McLeod takes it away. And a whistle and a foul called.
It's going to be
against Tampa
outside.
Bay.
It's going to be outside the penalty area, so no penalty kick.
The referees missing themselves in communication. One called a 2-minute penalty, the other said no. We'll return to San Diego right after this. We are back live in San Diego. Kevin Slayton along with Bob Carpenter. San Diego leads Tampa Bay 5-4 as Bikini lets one fly high. To explain the mix-up on the penalty, the referee on the floor, Manuel Ortiz, signaled a 2-minute penalty against Jurgen Stars for delay of game. But then he looked at his alternate referee in the box, Robert Morgan, who had a better view of it, and said no, that Stars did not indeed kick it over the boards intentionally. And I was going to, as I was explaining it, I was going to say I didn't think he did either. All right, back to the action now. Volkmar Gross in goal for San Diego, giving it to Martin Donnelly. Donnelly now for the Sockers on right wing, but it's intercepted, and here comes Kozic for Tampa Bay. Refik Kozic for Hugo Perez, but look at that defensive play, nifty play by Wiesakowski. And here's Julie V cruising past midfield. He's got enough moves for an entire team. He turned Kozic 3 different ways. And Zucchini gets it to Jurgen Stars, and here comes Kozic the other way. 4.5 minutes left, first half of a splendid game. If you just joined us, San Diego has had the lead all night long. Knocked away once more by Wiesakowski. They led 2-0. They led 5-2. It's now 5-4. Game 1 of the NASL Indoor Championship Series. Game 2 coming your way on ESPN Live Monday night, March 8th. And we'll have it for you. We'll be in Tampa Bay. Here's Julie V now, leaving it for Donnelly. Donnelly inside the red line now. Moving in. Leaves it for Wiesakowski. For Julie V with a bomb, but it went high of the mark. And with 3:50 left, San Diego still leads 5-4. Well, the March of Champions coming your way on ESPN. The month of March, you can see just about everything. 12 different NCAA championships, including women's basketball, Division I indoor track championships. We've got it all for you on ESPN. The March of Champions coming your way in March. Nearly 70 hours worth of college action here on ESPN. Tampa Bay now coming back on the attack with Connell on left wing. This is Paul Rowe sliding it in for Perez, but it's taken away by Wilrich. Wes McLeod wants it back, and Wilrich controls, moves inside the red line now. Wilrich still has it. He's gone around 3 men, and he hits the shot wide. And it goes over the glass. It'll belong to Tampa Bay because nobody touched it on the rebound. The ball just bounced over the glass.
Didn't take them long to figure out the attendance here tonight, Kev. 12,840. It is a sellout, the second straight for San Diego in the playoffs. So congratulations to their organization. They've done very well here.
The fans here love it. And here's Rowe inside, and Gross makes a great save. McLeod keeps it alive, but Rowe can't control it. And that is not Peter Rowe, that is Paul Rowe. They are brothers.
I think that was self-defense on the part of Volkmar Gross. That was an absolute rocket hit there by Paul Rowe. He got his hands up in front of his face and punched it away, or else we would have been tied. Under 3 minutes left now in the first half, and of course, San Diego still on top by a goal, 5-4.
Here's Nesson on left wing, off the boards in front, but nobody could get a handle on it. Nesson gets it back. Working hard on Gorman, and now Connell controls for Tampa Bay, tries to clear it, doesn't get it out. Donnelly holds it in. Martin Donnelly inside, intercepted by Connell, but he loses it. Nesson now in for Julie V. V can't get his foot on it, and Rowe knocks it away. V gets called for the shove.
V was backing in as the two players were matched up there at the tip of the Tampa Bay penalty area. We'll take another look at it here. There's Julie V backing in right there. And right there is where the foul was called, where he actually knocked Rowe off of his feet, so the ball belongs to Tampa.
He is the emperor, that man, of San Diego's sports arena.
I don't think he'll ever be accused of being the most modest athlete in this town. He really put his arms up and let the fans know he loved every second of it when they gave him a standing O before the game. And he came walking out when the other players came running out.
It's a continuous love affair between the 12,000 plus and V. 51 goals on the regular season. 5 in the playoffs coming into tonight. He's added 2 more. He's added 3 more, including his penalty kick. So he's got 8 in the playoffs alone to give him 59 overall. A splendid season.
Kevin, during the regular season, 51 in 18 games is almost 3 a game. Incredible scoring pace.
He is no stranger to hat tricks, and he's got another one tonight already. And we've still got a minute 50 left in the first half. But again, we mentioned that Tattoo, the leading goal scorer in the playoffs for Tampa Bay with 7, has not even suited up for this game. He injured his ankle in the final against Tulsa. And another top scorer for Tampa Bay, Diego Pesa, out with a groin pull. Peter Rowe chipping it high and over the glass, and you can see Volkmar Gross. He's intense back there in goal, and he lets his defensive mates know that they goofed.
Steve Nesson got a good talking to from Martin Donnelly. That was the ball deflected in there. Nesson came in along with Donnelly to defend. Peter Rowe just couldn't pull it down in time to maybe whack it into the goal, so it's a goal kick for Volkmar Gross in San Diego. A minute 30 left in the half, Kev. This is a crucial time right now. If San Diego scores, they can go into the locker room up by a couple, but if Tampa scores, they can go in with a lot of momentum and a tie score.
San Diego has to wonder right now because they were up 5-2 and on the verge of blowing the Rowdies out. But Tampa Bay got back into it, and it's 5-4. Gruber chases down in the corner, Nesson in front, but the save by Stars. And now Roberts the other way, and we've got a whistle. It goes against San Diego and Nesson. Here's another look at it.
Some of the friendly action of NASL indoor soccer on the boards right there.
Julie V now sending it upfield. It's knocked away, but Nesson controls. Nesson for Hilkes, and Stars makes the save. But give credit to Peter Gruber defensively, and that's who's got the ball for Tampa Bay now. Gruber with a long run. Looking for someone to pass it to, sends it into the corner. Rowe, he has it hit him in the mouth off the carom from Bizerkowski. Julie V now, he's got 2 men to beat. Let's see what he does. Slides it for Dana. Great pass to score! Kaz Dana gets the goal, and look at the Emperor, Julie V, running around with his arms out. He owns the place.
Well, that just goes to show that a great player like Julie V doesn't just score goals. Watch this brilliant pass. He just waits for the 2 defenders. They both go with him. Now watch, right through there. First touch, 6-4 San Diego. V assisting along with Volkmar Gross to Kaz Dana. 14-17 the time of the goal.
Another bad defensive mix-up, though, on the part of Tampa Bay. They had 2 defenders back, and they both stayed together. Jurgen Stars down to his knees in goal. Just can't believe what's going on in front of him. 30 seconds left in the first half. A big momentum getter for San Diego, just when it looked like Tampa Bay was ready to tie it up. The Sockers get the big one. Perez now for the Rowdies. Perez moves past 2 players, leaves it for Peter Rowe. They score! I think the goal will go to Perez.
Looked like the ball was not in the net yet when Perez knocked it in, so the Rowdies now with 15 seconds left in the half come back and score. Can you believe this? We've played less than 30 minutes, and it's 6-5. We'll take another look at it here. Here is Peter Rowe patiently waiting for it off the boards. He beats Gross. Gross gets a piece of it, but again, there is Perez to knock it in, so he gets the goal.
Nico Roman, number 24 defensively, fanned on it as he tried to clear it. And so just when we said San Diego had the momentum, Tampa Bay steals it back. These guys don't know what the word quit means.
Score sheet looks like a road map here.
3 seconds left. There's the horn. That ends the first half. And if you don't think it's been exciting, I don't know what you need to see. San Diego leads Tampa Bay 6-5 at halftime, and we will return to the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California for more indoor soccer, the championship series, right after this.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the ESPN Sports Center newsroom. This is Chris Berman with you, and we're finally approaching the end of the Bay Hill Golf Classic down in Orlando, Florida. A look at the leaderboard shows that Jack Nicklaus has fallen off the pace just a little bit. All afternoon long, it had been Ray Floyd and Jack Nicklaus in the Bay Hill Classic. Floyd has the lead after 12 holes. Ray Floyd is at 7 under par. There it is, 7 under par after 12 holes. Craig Stadler has moved into contention at 6 under par through 16. Tom Kite and Dennis Watson are at 5 under par. Kite has finished 16. Watson, one of the leaders going into the final round today, is through 12. So Floyd leads Stadler by 1 shot. News from college basketball. Steve Stepanovich, the center for Missouri, one of the big seeded teams in the Midwest regional, the NCAA, has sprained his right foot Sunday in practice, will not work out with the team this week. His status for Missouri's first game, which will be Saturday against the Marquette Evansville winner, is not sure right now. The trainer of Missouri says that usually this type of injury takes a week or 2 to heal. So Missouri may be without Stepanovich for weekend number 1 of the NCAAs. We've got a second half of soccer coming up in a couple of moments. San Diego leading Tampa Bay 6-5 control.
We are back live at the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California. Manuel Ortiz, the referee, discussing the electronic problem with the scoreboard. It is not telling us anything right now, except who's playing. No scoreboard information. The time clock is out. The scoreboard is out. Just the names of the players up there, or the names of the teams up there.
Manuel
We know
Ortiz.
that it is still 6-5.
We know
San Diego still leads it. This is game 1 of this championship series. We will have game 2 and the mini game, if necessary, on Monday night, this coming Monday, March 8th. San Diego traveling to Tampa Bay at the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg, Florida, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific time. We will be there live, and we'll bring it your way when the new NASL indoor champion is crowned. Last year it was Edmonton. They were eliminated by San Diego. Tampa Bay is going for their second title. San Diego in the championship series for the first time ever. What a thrill it would be for the West Coast fans if their team could bring that title home. Tampa Bay with the home field advantage, because if it's tied at a game apiece, they go to the mini game. And of course, as I said, that is played right in the Bayfront Center following game 2.
That's Manuel Ortiz, the head referee, number 27, who hails from Garland, Texas, in the Dallas area. Guy with the blue coat on there and the beard is our buddy Jerry Epstein, who's with San Diego. He's been in public relations and marketing for several teams, Rochester, Chicago, and San Diego here in the NASL. It looks like they have sorted things out. We still don't have a scoreboard clock, but I think, Kevin, they've decided on how much time has ticked off in the period, so they're just going to have the referee or the timekeeper keep a stopwatch on the far side. That's what Manuel Ortiz is explaining to the San Diego coach, Ron Newman. He'll probably do the same to Tampa coach, Gordon Jago.
The public address announcer has just announced that he will keep everyone informed with a minute-by-minute indication of how much time is left in the period. That, of course, will help us greatly. And we will tell you that it is 6-5 right now.
I hope they help us
San
keep
Diego
track of
leading.
the goals. 11 goals in one half. What will the final be?
We've just started the third period. We'll resume action now with a drop ball, and we're underway again. Hugo Perez controls for Tampa Bay, but San Diego reclaims it. Donnelly now with it. Tries to cross field. It's intercepted by Roberts. Peter Rowe now for the Rowdies. This is Kozic at the red line now. Refick for Tampa Bay for Neil Roberts. Roberts slides it for Perez. He's got 2 already tonight. This is Kozic. Kozic moving in, a bomb, and he hit it wide. Roberts gathers in the rebound for Tampa. This is Perez again. His shot deflected off Donnelly and goes over the glass. And that will belong to Tampa Bay. They're going to give it to San Diego. The ball hit off Donnelly and went over the boards. But they give the kick to San Diego. And Gross puts it back in play quickly to Wierzchowski. Upfield nicely for Dana. Dana now on right wing. Into the corner for Hilkes. Hilkes now for the Sockers, with Connell all over him defensively. Hilkes gives it up to Donnelly now as San Diego tries to orchestrate their offense. In the corner for the big guy, Julie B. 3 goals already tonight, 51 in the regular season. He moves in, going for another one. Jurgen Stars has trouble with what seemed to be a weak shot and gave up a very big rebound, but nice defensive work from John Gorman.
There's a man who makes something out of nothing whenever he gets the ball.
Perez is taken down by Wierzchowski, and he'll get a 2-minute penalty when it really looked like Perez went down on his own. But Wierzchowski will go off And Tampa Bay will put their power play to work for the first time tonight.
We told you San Diego is not a very physical soccer team. There you see Gert Vijakovsky in the penalty box. He'll be in there for 2 minutes alongside the referee, the reserve referee, Robert Morgan, who's from the La Jolla suburb here in San Diego, right up the coast a little bit. And the Rowdies get their first power play opportunity of the evening.
Well, thus far it's been a woefully ineffective power play in the playoffs. Tampa Bay has converted just 2 of 14 chances, and on the other hand, San Diego has given up just 1 in 9 power plays against them. So something has to give, you say? Maybe not. Maybe Tampa Bay will remain ineffective. But they haven't had much in their playoff series thus far. Inside to McLeod. He nearly chipped one in, but Gross was able to handle the rebound. And he clears it downfield. Jurgen Starr's well out of his net to start it over for the Rowdies. They've got Gorman, Zucchini, Perez, Peter Rowe, and Wes McLeod out there offensively. Gorman with a shot and hit the crossbar. The deflection off of Gross, and now it's cleared out nicely, that time by Steve Nesson. Fernandez now moving in nearly with a shorthanded chance, and Zucchini gets it quickly back to Jurgen Starrs. Fernandez and Nesson up front. Nico Roman and Martin Donnelly are deep for San Diego on defense. Gorman now on right wing for Zucchini. His shot blocked by Nesson. And Fernandez has a break. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the far side. Fernandez had himself a break, Bob, and he would have raced in all alone.
Play will be called back. Referee had his mind made up. Here's Zucchini along the boards. And I don't know, that doesn't look very physical to me. A little bit of a pusher. I think Zucchini may have helped the referee make the call a little bit with a pained expression on his face. It was kind of enjoyable to see John Gorman take a shot. He's a defender's defender. He never shoots, and John almost got a goal.
Perez gunning for his third, and now Julie V comes the other way. He's already got 3 for San Diego. V turning at midfield now. He's got a 3-on-3, 1-on-1. Now he goes, and the shot saved by Jurgen Starrs. Julie V even dangerous when his team is a man short. Just an unbelievable player. Gorman now bringing it back. 30 seconds remain in the Tampa Bay power play. Inside for Peter Rowe. Tried to cross it. V, he's got one man to beat, but he won't do it. Gorman takes it away. Fine play defensively by Gorman. Time for one more rush. The low shot, and McLeod stopped what may have been a goal. Wes McLeod was cruising in front of the goal mouth, and Volkmar Gross was beaten on the shot by Gorman, but it hit McLeod. We'll return with more right after this.
America's favorite cereal. The face on the package is you, and it's gonna be a great day.
We are back live in San Diego, California. The penalty has expired to Vijakovsky as San Diego moving forward. Nearly a penalty called against Perez. Geyer is vehement in his protest, and he's chasing everybody. He wants somebody badly. He was knocked down, and now he's giving the referee, Manuel Ortiz, a bit of his mind. And he better be careful. Geyer is still giving it to him.
He's also given it to the reserve referee, Robert Morgan, on the far side.
And Geyer has gotten himself a 2-minute penalty.
Which is not smart in the third period with your team only up by a goal. Hey, if the referee misses one, it's part of the game. It's going to happen. Why get yourself a 2-minute penalty? Now, he may have been fouled there, Kev. The referee obviously didn't make the call. You're not going to change his mind either. I guess it's easier for us to sit up here and say that because our emotions aren't running high, at least not as high as these guys. But that is kind of an unnecessary penalty, and that's going to hurt the Sockers. Tampa gets another power play, almost back-to-back with their first one.
Well, Geyer went headhunting right after they missed the call. He slid into 3 different guys, and he was begging for a 2-minute penalty, and he finally got his wish. So Tampa Bay, as I said a moment ago, woefully ineffective. They're 0 for 1 tonight, 2 for 15 in the playoffs. After having a pretty good season in their power play department, converting 25 of 59 in the regular season. They've just gone stale in the playoffs. Julie V breaks out for San Diego shorthanded. He's dangerous even if he's 2 men short. Tries to get inside, playing it to himself, but he still controls it. And he's called for a handball, and now he can't believe it. The crowd can't believe it either, and Jurgen Starrs quickly restarts it for Tampa Bay.
Unusual call. I thought he was called for a high kick, and there weren't any other players around him. And normally you have to have a player right around you to be called for a dangerous play.
And then the referee signaled a handball. So now V gets called for a push. Tampa Bay now. Still on the power play, but here comes Wieserkowski for San Diego. They're getting the better of it, and they're a man short. Fernando now for Tampa Bay. He's got McLeod on right wing, but he passes it behind him. McLeod was all alone. Now his shot is high. Fernando retrieves it for Peter Rowe. Here is Gorman with a minute left in the power play. Zucchini now. Inside, McLeod fanned on it right in front of the goal now. A tremendous cross from Peter Rowe. Gorman now for the Rowdies. Moving in, slides it for Rowe to Fernando in front. He couldn't get it off Zucchini as his blast is blocked by Nissen. Jurgen Stars now keeps it alive.
Good indoor soccer, though, Kev, on offense by the Rowdies. Really one touching the ball around nicely.
Zucchini with a drive, but it's blocked. He gets his own rebound. Another shot, but he hit it wide. Peter Rowe with a shot. Fernando now as Tampa Bay showing some more potent offense here. Zucchini whistling it wide. So while they're getting the shots, they're still not scoring, and Gross smothers it.
That was not a good shot by Fernando. You're just about too far out to beat the goalkeeper on a shot like that. A poor choice of shooting. But again, the Rowdies have done well on this power play after a slow start.
The scoreboard clock working once again. 8:45 left in the period. It's still 6-5 San Diego, and the teams are at even strength again as Geyer comes on for San Diego. Gorman trying to work his way for a shot, but Coker slides in and blocks it away. So San Diego killing off back-to-back 2-minute penalties, and Tampa Bay still cannot convert a man advantage.
The ball should belong to the Tampa Bay Rowdies on the inbounds. It looked like it deflected out of bounds off of a San Diego player, so they will back up on defense. Teams changing, bringing in some fresh players here. 6-5, Kev. We played 6.5 minutes here in the third quarter without a goal. It's amazing after our first half with 11 goals.
Fireworks in the first half, but it's settled down here. Gruber now for the Rowdies at the San Diego red line with a long ball off the glass. And it's cleared away by Dana. Nissen giving it a run. But Gruber won the head ball, and now Perez controls at midfield. Julie V steals it away, and this is Kaz Dana with it for San Diego. He crosses for Fernandez inside, but Gruber tips it away. And Tampa comes the other way with it with Peter Rowe. Around Julie V on right wing for Neil Roberts. He leaves it. This is Kozic at midfield for Gruber now. 8 minutes left, third period. I'm Kevin Slate along with Bob Carpenter live here in San Diego on ESPN. Game 1 of the championship series for the NASL indoor title. Roberts stealing it away now. They slide it across for Peter Rowe with a shot. The save by Gross. Tampa Bay getting the better of the offensive play now as they go for the equalizer. But at all times, remember that Julie V is out there, and when he's out there, San Diego can score. Fernandez moving in. Stars got a piece of it. V missed the rebound. He had a chance for his 4th goal of the night and couldn't convert it. Roman now for San Diego, working on Roberts. Nico Roman into the corner. Off the glass, wanted to get it to V, but Wes McLeod now for Tampa Bay with the tassels flying at the sock level, comes back for the Rowdies. Hugo Perez now for Tampa Bay with a nice move. He's knocked down by Geyer. The referees decide that they'll play on this time.
Oh, I can't believe that one. That had to be a foul, Kev.
Perhaps intimidated by Geyer's last outburst, and now they play on again. And San Diego moving down with a 3-on-2. This is Dana with the shot, and Stars kicks it out. Big save by Jurgen Stars, and now Geyer goes down on the far side. Perez, well, I don't know if he knocked him down or not, but Geyer and the fans think so, and Geyer stays down and argues a little bit more with the referee on the far side. Meanwhile, Wes McLeod runs right past him, and it's knocked away by Nico Roman. McLeod still battling, and look at Geyer, he's still sitting on the floor.
He'll get up. He'll make a miracle recovery here, watch.
He's dragging the left foot. We'll see if he's acting when he gets to the bench. Now he's moving pretty well. Julie V cruising in now for the Sockers. He wants to go to Dana, but he slides it wide. And here come the Rowdies with Kozic. Kozic has a man on right wing, and he slides it over to Gruber, but he hit it high and into the seats. So with 5:42 left in the third period, it's 6-5. San Diego still holding on. Indoor soccer at its best for you on ESPN, but we've got the March of Champions coming your way here on ESPN. 12 different NCAA championship events. Boy, you can see it all if you'd like it. Division I semifinal and final action. Division II finals in college basketball. We've got women's basketball. We've got everything. Gymnastics, wrestling finals. 33 NCAA events coming your way in the March of Champions only on ESPN. This is Zakinia crossing for Rowe, but he went too far. And Pizarkowski sends it back to Volkmar Gross in goal. Martin Donnelly now upfield for Fernandez. Gorman all over him, slides it for Adi Coker. Connell guarding him. And now Rowe with the intercept, but it's knocked away by Donnelly. And Zakinia steals it right back. The pace is picking up, Bob, although the scoring isn't. Peter Rowe moving in, but Fernandez steals it. Paul Rowe gets it to Zakinia. Pizarkowski on him. Zakinia very patiently waiting for the open man. He had it, but it was knocked away nicely by Donnelly. Donnelly now leads the attack the other way for San Diego. The blast, but Jurgen Stars is able to field it. Stars has his outlet intercepted by Coker, and a push goes against Tampa Bay.
San Diego fans want a 2-minute penalty. Adi Coker is the player down. And the Sockers will have a free kick. But as you said a minute ago, Kev, the pace is picking up, and that means more contact. Coker comes in and makes a nice steal right there. And then Peter Rowe just gets it from behind and shoves him a little bit there. Then he's cut off by another Tampa player.
Coker with a shot. He hit the post. He had Stars beaten, and the post saved Jurgen. And we've got a whistle and a foul that goes against Tampa Bay. You know, interestingly enough, these teams getting here to the finals did not play each other in the regular season. So it's pretty much of a new thing for them, seeing each other. Tampa Bay wasn't expected to be here. They didn't even win their division championship, but they upset Chicago, and then they knocked off Tulsa in the playoffs to get here.
Another foul, this one on San Diego. Fernando trying to force his way through, and Nico Roman, 24, was called for the foul. This thing is getting interesting. It's getting physical. We played almost 11 minutes here in the third quarter without a goal after an 11-goal first half.
It was a barrage in the first half. There have been some close calls here in the third quarter, but neither team able to penetrate and get the goal. Tampa Bay would like it to get even. San Diego would like to increase their lead to 2. Connell now leaves it for McLeod. This is Connell, number 6 for Tampa Bay. Slides it upfield for Fernando. Louis Fernando trying to turn on Nico Roman, leaves it for Zakinia. Fernando keeps it alive for the Rowdies, and Zakinia starts it all over, sending it back to Connell. Fernando with Coker on him, and Adi Coker comes away with a steal. Coker is knocked down, and the foul is whistled against Fernando.
Another look at it here. Again, things are getting physical. Coker's been right in the middle of it several times. Fernando obstructing him off the soccer ball. So the Sockers come away with it. 3.5 minutes left third quarter. San Diego still up by a goal, 6-5.
Wilrich on now for the first time in the third period, and he nearly had himself a quick goal. But Gorman was able to knock it away, and now he knocks it over the glass.
Teams are changing quicker now, Kev, as well. Gorman took a short shift and came off of there. Kozic on to replace him. And you'll see the team switching quicker and quicker now as the legs get a little more tired to keep fresh players in there. Can't afford to make a mistake in the playoffs.
Adi Coker now for the Sockers on left wing. A pair of number 4s battling over there. Kozic for Tampa Bay. Nico Roman for Wilrich now. He turns on it now, tries to slide it in front. Can't do so. Coker with a long shot, but Jurgen Stars is there. And now Kozic comes back the other way with 3 minutes left in the third period. 6-5, the Sockers lead the Rowdies. Julie V had a hat trick in the first half for San Diego, getting his third goal on a penalty kick. He scored 2 from the field early in the first period, but he hasn't been heard from pretty much since. He's had some good opportunities, but he hasn't been able to score since the penalty kick. Zucchini trying to tie it up. And Gross made the save and cleared it away. The rebound there as Rowe tried to knock it in. Wilrich, a long left wing pass for Coker now. Connell on him defensively. Coker turns, moves in, he scores! Adi Coker with his second goal of the night.
That was a big goal for the San Diego team. What a great veteran he is. Adi Coker, number 4. We'll take another look at it here. He just cleanly beats Mike Connell in the corner, whips it and fires. Stars no chance. Connell and Stars both beaten on the play. And San Diego's lead is again 7-5. Coker from Rowich at 12:32.
So a big goal for San Diego. Tampa Bay wants to come back quickly. They've been able to do it all night long. But sooner or later, falling behind is going to catch up with you, and you'll stay behind. Wes McLeod now on right wing. Nobody's there. Rowe trying to hustle over, and Donnelly comes away with it for the Sockers. Volkmar Gross in goal for San Diego. As the Sockers slow it down a bit now. Eric Geyer. And here's Gross well out of his net. All the way up to his own red line. The fans love that. Long pass upfield for Hilkes in the far corner. Lauren Hilkes for San Diego. There's Julie V. He's got 3 already. Leaves it for Eric Geyer on right wing now. Geyer with a bomb off the glass. A bad carom for San Diego, good for Tampa. And Paul Rowe is knocked down. Tampa restarts quickly. Gruber now moving in. A low drive is blocked by Gross. He punched it out to Julie V. They've got a 2-on-1. He's got Hilkes. Kozic, the only defender. V moves in, and right in front of the goal mouth. And Hilkes couldn't put it home. Here come the Rowdies once again. Great end-to-end action. This is Wes McLeod. He's dangerous. McLeod off the boards to himself. In front, they score! Gruber gets the goal, but Wes McLeod sets the table. And once more, Bob, they're able to come back from the dead. They've had one leg in the coffin all night long.
You got to love this indoor game, no matter who you're rooting for. Now watch this back heel. Peter Gruber, they'll probably be talking about that one in the Rowdy locker room if they win this game for the rest of the offseason after this is over. A little back heel shot. Peter Gruber gets the goal in the playoffs. That is Gruber's first goal, and he picked a good time for it. Comes from McLeod at 14:03, just a minute and a half after the Sockers had gotten their 2-goal lead, which never seems to last very long, does it?
No, and we just mentioned that Tampa Bay has been able to come back quickly all night long, and it's so important to come back and score after you've been scored upon, and do it quickly, because it regains the momentum for Tampa Bay, even though they trail by a goal with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Fernandez whistled for pushing off. Excellent call. The 12,800 here don't like it, but you can see it clearly. I'm Kevin Slayton, along with Bob Carpenter, coming your way live here on ESPN from the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California. All the action you'd want to see. 13 goals have been scored, and it's a 1-goal game right now. Here's Julie V for San Diego. One-on-one with Gruber. Gruber better hurry. And he's called for the foul. He'll get a 2-minute penalty. Gruber will go off for 2. And he deserved it, really, because Julie V had a break in alone. And that would have been a definite goal-scoring opportunity for San Diego.
It's amazing that a man 32 years old can move as fast as Julie V. Look at this action. They're just going at each other right there. Julie V dumps Peter Gruber as well. And Gruber is going to go to the cooler for a couple of minutes, and he's probably going to say to Manuel Ortiz, hey, I'm the one that got shoved down, but obstruction is the call.
So wherever you're watching Coast to Coast here on ESPN, we're also happy to welcome the folks in Tampa Bay, Florida on WTOG TV, Channel 44, watching through their facilities tonight down in the Tampa Bay area. Welcome aboard. 7-6, the Rowdies trail the Sockers, and San Diego has a 2-minute man advantage right now. Of course, Gruber getting the yellow card automatically when you get your second penalty of the night. The yellow caution cord, meaning, of course, that the next time he gets a penalty, he's gone from the game for good.
Big opportunity for San Diego now. The clock is ticking down in the third quarter, so this penalty will carry over into the fourth, and if they can get a power play goal, they could really take command of this thing in the fourth quarter.
All right, there is the horn, ending the third quarter of action from San Diego, with the home team Sockers leading the Tampa Bay Rowdies 7-6. We'll return with a fourth and final period right after this.
Tampa Bay and San Diego get their last kicks of the season when they battle for the championship of NASL Indoor Soccer, live Monday on ESPN. Rick Keogh, Pat Boutet, and the Pittsburgh Penguins will be looking to make the going rocky for Colorado when they tangle in exciting hockey action. Live Saturday on your Total Sports Network.
Welcome back live to the San Diego Sports Arena in San Diego, California. I'm Kevin Slayton along with Bob Carpenter. Indoor soccer coming your way here. The final stanza, San Diego leading Tampa Bay 7-6. But we've got college basketball coming your way. 14 first-round games in the NCAA tournament, 6 regional semifinal matchups. So we've got all of that coming your way in the month of March on ESPN. The championship series of the NASL indoor version of soccer coming your way tonight. This is game 1. Game 2, Monday night, March 8th. We'll have it live for you from Tampa Bay. There's Ron Newman, the head coach of San Diego, feeling a little bit tense. His team has had the lead all evening long, but just when they start to drive that final nail in, Tampa Bay pulls themselves out of the rut. 7-6, the Sockers lead it. It was tied at 0-0, and it was tied at 2-2, and ever since, San Diego has had the lead.
There is a minute 50 left in the Tampa Bay penalty, so that's how much time for a power play the Sockers will start with here in the fourth period. Again, this is a very key part of the game for them. If they get a goal, they can go up by 2. If the Rowdies weather the storm here, they've got a chance to get back even.
San Diego's power play in the playoffs. They've converted 4 of 11. Oh, they nearly made it 5. Julie B hit the post. Oh, Jurgen Stars with a great save. And now Wieserkowski hits it wide. Another one off the post. This time by Hilkens. And Jurgen Stars has to feel fortunate, although he made one spectacular save himself.
Obviously the best save of the evening by either goalkeeper on that rebound. How he saw it, I don't know, and I don't know if he saw it.
Well, Julie B had one right in front, and he hit the post, and then Stars made the save on the rebound. Dana now from the right wing. Oh, he hit it wide in front of the goal mouth. Well, it looks like an effective power play. There's Stars again, and look at Dana. He looks to the heavens. He was robbed from point-blank range.
All through the game, it's been goals, 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 and now here in the fourth quarter, goalkeeping is starting to assert itself. At least in the person of Jurgen Stars for Tampa. We'll see how Gross does at the other end for San Diego.
Wes McLeod for Tampa Bay trying to kill off some time. Wilrich has it now. They've got a 4-on-2 if they hurry. McLeod and Rowe racing back. Wilrich can't get it inside as Kozic made a big play defensively. Tampa Bay has yielded just 1 goal in 9 attempts in the playoffs when they have been 1 man short. Hilkens now chipping it inside, but Kozic clears it over the board. And it will belong to San Diego. This is Wieserkowski moving in. Leaving it on the right wing for Dana. Slides it across for Wilrich. He scores! G. Wilrich gets the goal, and it's 8-6 and for Jurgen Stars.
This is the way indoor soccer should be played. Throwing the ball from the middle to the wing and then banging it into the net quickly. Wilrich gets his first goal of the playoffs, beating that man, Jurgen Stars. Now watch this. This is perfect indoor soccer. Ball goes from one side to the other. Wilrich makes no mistake, wasting no time. Stars, no chance. 8-6 San Diego, 13:38 left in the game. A power play goal for the Sockers.
Big goal for San Diego. Will Rich knocking it home. Overall this year, his 17th goal of the season, and as you mentioned, Bob, his first in the playoffs.
Dana and Wojciechowski get assist. The time of the goal, 1:22.
Gross clearing it out for Eric Geyer now at midfield. Paul Rowe is on him. He tries on the left wing for Dana. Julie V heels it backwards for Dana. Some nifty footwork from V. And now Fernandez has control for Geyer at the right point. Eric Geyer works on Paul Rowe. Sends it around the glass, and Jurgen Starr smothers it. 8-6 San Diego, and that's one thing we didn't expect, was a wild shootout like this.
I don't think anybody expected Tampa to be scored on 6 times, or rather 8 times in this game. But again, Kev, here we go again. Can Tampa come back again? Whoever gets the next goal. If San Diego gets that next goal, the Rowdies are really going to be in trouble, so they've got to reach down and pull something extra out one more time. They've done it many times already.
They just haven't been able to get equal. They've been 1 goal behind, it seems like, all night long. But they can't get even. The long pass into the far corner goes too far, and Gorman hustles over for the Rowdies. To Gruber at the red line now. Peter Gruber for Tampa. He's got Zucchini and Fernando with him. He elects to go around the defenders, keeping it himself. And Donnelly now chips it back to Volkmar Gross. Long outlet for Fernandez. Wes McLeod races back. Julie V now has it. Watch him. Great move. He shoots. He hit it wide. Guy is so dangerous no matter where he is on the field. Donnelly inside for V. He eludes Wes McLeod. And now McLeod runs him off the ball. San Diego able to come back and regain control with Wojciechowski.
I really don't know how you mark a guy like that, Kev. If you gamble and go for the ball, he'll get it first and turn it, go right around you and have a breakaway. If you play him on the back, he'll still turn you around. It's got to be a tough choice for a defenseman one-on-one to try to defend against a player like Julie V.
Very frustrating and very nerve-wracking for you because every time he gets the ball, you're hit with the realization that you could be burned for a quick goal. Hilkes leaving it inside for Nesson, but Stars punched it out and then Gruber knocked it away. Inside once more, this is Geyer and Hilkes, but they can't convert, and here comes McLeod the other way. Right wing pass for Zucchini, on left wing for Fernando now. Fernando with a bullet off the boards. Zucchini gets the carom. Zucchini with a shot, but he hit it wide. Gruber looking for the deflection in front. Fernando now with McLeod. This is Zucchini. Wants to slide it across and now knocks it in front, and Donnelly clears it out. Gorman able to run it down. Julie V breathing down his neck. Tampa Bay with 10.5 minutes to go, applying the pressure now. They trail 8-6. Zucchini moving in, wants the shot, and it's punched away by Gross. Big save. On right wing, this is Wojciechowski. He uses the boards. The Star slides out, but Jurgen Stars hustles back to get it. Great stuff from Jurgen Stars. Well, that was nearly tragedy for Tampa Bay. They go 3 goals down, and they could be done. Wes McLeod now. McLeod still has control. Wojciechowski all over him, and Wojciechowski takes it away to Donnelly. Martin Donnelly now on right wing for Julie V. It was too high, but V runs it down. He's got Hilkes in front. Jurgen Stars clears it, but not out. V still controls now.
Controls is a good word, Kev. He just totally controls the pace of the game when he's out there. He dictates how fast the ball moves and where it goes.
He is really nifty with the feet. Nico Roman for Nesson now. Nesson lets it go, but it's blocked at the defense. Nesson using the boards, and the foul call against Rowe. And San Diego will have the kick-in. We'll return to San Diego Sports Arena for more soccer right after this. You are looking live at San Diego Sports Arena here in San Diego, California. I'm Kevin Slayton along with Bob Carpenter. Happy to bring you Game 1 of the NASL Indoor Championship Series between San Diego and Tampa Bay. San Diego leads it 8-6. We've got 8.5 minutes left. And Tampa Bay will have the kick in.
It's going to be a free kick about 2 yards in from where a corner kick would be. So we'll see if the Rowdies can come up with some kind of set play here. And obviously it's going to be very difficult to score off the kick directly because they'll put defenders right in front of the ball. So they'll try to feed it off to Zucchini, who is in back of Wes McLeod. Neil Roberts is in the goal mouth. Kozic on right wing and Mike Connell out at the point. And they tried to scoop it in, and it just didn't work.
McLeod tried to go over Julie V, and Julie V was able to block it. Look at Wes McLeod. He's standing behind Volkmar Gross in the San Diego goal mouth. Here comes Zucchini, and it's blocked nicely by Roman. Kozic now for the Rowdies. This is Zucchini. He's got a little bit of room there. You don't want to give him too much. Geyer is on him now, and he blocks the shot.
Watch Zucchini when he gets the ball one-on-one. He almost always hits it with his toe to get a quick release and surprise the goalkeeper. Tampa will get a free kick, but keep your eye on Zucchini. He will very seldom wind up. He will just flick it.
That time he took one step too many, and Geyer blocks it. Here's V hustling out with Wilrich on right wing. He slides it over. They score! Gene Wilrich, who hadn't scored in the playoffs until a few minutes ago, has now got 2 in a row.
This has been a game in the last several minutes where the Tampa Bay Rowdies had it down into San Diego end. San Diego on the counter-attack here. Julie V the pass to Wilrich, and he hits a gorgeous shot high into the net. Stars was out of the net trying to cut down the angle. A 3-goal lead, and the crowd senses something here now.
7:56 left. 9-6. The San Diego Sockers leading the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Well, if Tampa is to come back, their work is certainly cut out for them. They've dug themselves a hole that not many teams could escape, especially on the road.
V gets one of the assists. You saw him with the final pass. Eric Geyer gets the other one. 7:04 the time of the goal. So San Diego with a goal at 1:22 and 7:04 here in the fourth quarter take a 9-6 lead. Mike Connell will be called for a frustration. Oh, wait a minute. It's going to be a San Diego player? Looked like Connell may have shoved the San Diego player. Hilkes is down and hurt.
Hilkes is whistled down for the foul, and Tampa Bay will have the kick.
This is critical time for the Rowdies now. One more goal, Kevin. It's just about over. They've got to get a goal to get within 2, and then just about have to get another one. Now, there's the little shove there by Mike Connell. I didn't see anything wrong that Hilkes did. He goes off hurt.
We're going to return to San Diego, California for more soccer right after this. San Diego's Sports Arena. Kevin Slayton along with Bob Carpenter. San Diego leading Tampa Bay 9-6. We've got 7:40 left in regulation time here in the fourth quarter. The Sockers appear to be in good shape. Tampa Bay has made a living out of coming from behind. Volkmar Gross chipping it away. A collision on the far side between Kozic and Coker. And we'll wait for the official call, but I think Kozic will go off possibly for 2. The 2 referees are discussing it on the far side. Let's see what the call is going to be.
I think Ortiz was asking Robert Morgan for his opinion. It's not going to be a penalty. It'll be a foul. And that's one thing that I like that about indoor soccer, Kevin. If the referee is not 100% sure, he can go over and ask the reserve referee, who doesn't have to run around the field, who can stay stationary and keep an eye on the action. That time they decided it's not a penalty. And in a situation like this, a call like that can be crucial and really could have killed Tampa.
The players ran into each other. Neither saw the other one coming. Rowe now leaving it for his brother Peter Rowe. And his blast was blocked and now cleared out and over the glass. Tampa Bay will put it in play with Connell. And the referee, Manuel Ortiz, decides that they started it too quickly, and they'll have to do it again. So we're underway. Gorman now moving up for Tampa Bay. Peter Rowe on the far boards. 2 men on him, and he loses control. Fernandez comes away with it for San Diego. And they chip it back to Volkmar Gross. Couldn't handle it with his hands, so he had to head it smartly over for Wierzchowski.
Yeah, but he should have handled that with his hands. You should never do that in a situation. Martin Donnelly was giving a little stick to Volkmar Gross about that. Gross just kind of put his arms out and said, well, I did it.
Great pass from Fernandez. Wierzchowski now on right wing for Dana. He hit it wide. Wierzchowski still in control. I don't know how he missed that one, Bob.
Well, the speed of this game and the ball coming off the boards is tough to deal with sometimes. Stars was out of the goal at the mercy of San Diego. Now they get a free kick. This crowd is really standing with every chance. They are starting to sense victory here with 6.5 minutes left. This is the last time they'll see their team indoors, no matter what happens in Tampa Bay.
Coker battling for it for San Diego. He steals it, but he's called for a foul. Crowd doesn't like it, but they don't count. 6.5 minutes left. This is Wes McLeod at midfield for Tampa Bay. 9-6, the Sockers lead the Rowdies. Dyer is down again, but here comes San Diego. Nissen loses control momentarily. Nissen now leaving it for Fernandez. Fernandez with a great move. Now he shoots and hits it high. I don't even think he can believe the move he made. He hesitated momentarily before shooting it. Eric Geyer is down at the other end of the field. There you see him.
Been a rough night for that guy. Volkmar Gross is looking at him, along with Robert Lee, the San Diego trainer. Let's see what happened to Mr. Geyer. He traps the ball with his left foot there. It looked like he hurt, by the expression on his face, it looked like he turned his left ankle when he trapped that ball, or else took some kind of misstep and maybe wrenched his knee a little bit, but he had pain on his face even before the Tampa Bay player made contact.
It's the left knee, the one that is bandaged heavily. He grabbed it as soon as he hit the ground. You can see him grab it here.
Watch his face right here as he steps down. Right there is where the pain starts showing on his face, and you can see that he is in some pain after hitting his left foot on the ground.
So the crowd gives a standing ovation to Eric Geyer as he's carried off with 5:56 left, and San Diego leading Tampa Bay 9-6. The Rowdies need 3 quick ones, or they're going to find themselves trailing in this series 1 game to none.
San Diego controlling, 5:55 left in the game.
Up front they come. The Rowdies trying to get another one. This is Rowe keeping it in.
Well, things are getting physical now. A lot of fouls, a lot of whistles. It's almost turning into a chess match out there. They just kind of go head-to-head, and we've had a lot of stalemates, but San Diego's come up with the 2 big scoring plays here in the 4th quarter. Rowdies have to make things happen.
McLeod puts it in play to Gruber off the boards, cleared out by Wierzchowski again, and Wes McLeod has to retreat to get it. Fernandez all over him. And the whistle on the far side, and it goes against Tampa Bay. A little bit of confusion on the part of the referee over there. And it goes to Tampa Bay. Fernando running in all alone, and Gross makes a big save.
Boy, that would have been interesting. Soccer fans and players would have been all over the referee. That's probably the first time all night that we've seen Manuel Ortiz undecided about anything. He's called a pretty good game tonight.
Wilrich with that shot, but it was deflected wide. Once again, a reminder, we'll have Game 2 of this championship series on ESPN Live Monday night, March 8th from the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg, Florida. And it'll come your way at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. Adi Coker, he hit it wide. Jurgen Starr's got a piece of it. And we'll be there in Tampa Bay to call all the shots for you here on ESPN. Here's Fernando in all alone. Oh, Gross comes out to make the save. And I'll bet Fernando wishes he had that one back. Gruber now chipping it for Wes McLeod. He tries to cross it, but Dana blocks it. Zucchini now for Tampa Bay. For Fernando. And Gross now makes the easy save and leaves it for Dana. Kaz Dana for San Diego. Right wing for Wierzchowski. In all alone. He crosses it inside, and it's knocked away. Well, I thought Wierzchowski would have shot that one. Fernando now back the other way. He loses control. Hilkes for San Diego.
You got to remember, Kev, defenders don't always know what to do one-on-one on the goalkeeper, and he wasn't used to having that kind of chance.
Gruber now moving in. Gruber still has it, and Gross slides out to make the save. Big saves by Gross. He's taking control inside now.
Yeah, he's really asserting himself now like Jurgen Stars did earlier.
Fernandez and Julie V misreading each other. You see 3.5 minutes left. 9-6, the Sockers lead Tampa Bay. Gruber playing it to himself off the boards, and he scores! Peter Gruber using the boards well, and he's able to get himself a goal, and it's 9-7, so we're not done yet. Gruber has his second goal of the night.
He's got the last 2 Tampa Bay goals. We'll have to check the replay on this one to see exactly how it got into the net. Gruber played it to himself off the boards. Watch here, coming up the first time, right around the defender. Now he takes a whack at it. I think it hit the boards and then hit Gross and went in. Yes, it did. It hit Gross's arm, got behind him and went into the net, so it's 9-7 with 3:27 left, 12:33 the time of the goal. McLeod and Stars the assist. Check it, 11:33 the time of the goal.
Just an indication of how important it is to be able to play it off those boards in indoor soccer. Here is Kaz Dana as the Sockers go into their delay game. Volkmar Gross comes way out, all the way to midfield. Slides it down to Donnelly for Julie V, and Jurgen Stars makes the save.
I can't ever remember a goalkeeper getting 3 assists in an indoor game, and Jurgen Stars has 3 tonight for Tampa.
Kozic now heading it upfield, but Donnelly is there for the Sockers. Slides it across for Nesson now. Nesson for Dana. Right wing for Fernandez. Rowe giving chase. And Rowe wins the race and taps it back to Jurgen Stars. Quickly the outlet to Kozic. 2.5 minutes left. 9-7, San Diego in the lead. Zucchini now. The ever dangerous one. He scored once tonight. He hits it wide, but gets his own carom and slides it back to Connell. Mike Connell now for the Rowdies. On right wing for Neil Roberts. Donnelly all over him, and he takes it away. And we've got a whistle, and a foul is called against Donnelly.
Another look at it here. Not much discussion about this one. Just a little push. That's a foul. 3 assists in a game, Kevin. Jurgen Stars tonight. It ties the record set by Bruce Grobelar of Vancouver last year against Edmonton.
Here's Wes McLeod in alone. He hit it wide. McLeod coming up with his own rebound, sliding it across. Inside for Zucchini, and Gross makes the save and then smothers the rebound. Well, Gross has come into his own in the last 5 minutes.
That's a big, big save coming with 1:49 left in the game. We're down to 1:40 now. But if Tampa Bay scores there, San Diego has a problem on their hands. The Rowdies need a quick one.
There's McLeod coming in. He nearly scored a moment ago. Connell, his shot is blocked. Connell again with McLeod. But it's knocked over the glass, touched last by Nesson. And Tampa Bay controls. Julie V is left totally unmarked all the way down at midfield. Tampa Bay wants to call a timeout. Gordon Jago talking to the referee, as you see Wes McLeod waiting. There is Jago and Manuel Ortiz. They're going to pull the goalkeeper. Mike Connell will put the goalie's jersey on, and Jurgen Stars leaves the match. And that all comes with 1:26 left. The March of Champions coming your way here on ESPN in the month of March. 12 different NCAA championship events. Men's and women's college basketball. We'll have gymnastics for you. Everything coming your way. 33 NCAA events. Only on ESPN during the month of March on our March of Champions. But right now, we've got 1:26 left. San Diego leads Tampa Bay 9-7. This is game 1 of the championship series. And we will have game 2 for you Monday night live from the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg.
Mike Connell's yellow shirt was too much like the San Diego jersey, so they made him put on a blue one, which he has borrowed from Winston Dubose.
A long high shot is tipped over the glass by Gross. Gruber let it fly. He's going for a hat trick here in the fourth period. So Tampa Bay still controls. They'll have the corner kick. If you're wondering if San Diego gains possession, can they loop it the length of the field and score? No, they can't. You cannot pass it past three lines in the air without being touched. Pietrzakowski controlling now for San Diego. He's knocked down, and the foul goes against Kozic of Tampa Bay.
San Diego with the ball now, 1:15 left. They'll try to just waste as much time as they can. Gruber is keeping an eye on Bookmark Gross in case they want to go back to the goalkeeper.
In their championship match against Tulsa in the semifinal round, Tampa Bay trailed by a goal with 2 seconds left in regulation time. It took a spectacular save by Tulsa's Delroy Allen to keep the Rowdies from tying that one, although they went on to win it in the minigame anyway. So they just don't quit. There is less than a minute left in this one, and they need 2 goals. So that is a formidable task for anyone. Gross clears it, but hits it right to Zucchini. He moves in a hurry, still has control. The nifty move. Goes around another man, sliding it inside. McLeod gives chase. This is West for Zucchini. He chips it inside. Gruber leaves it for McLeod. Back to Gruber, but they can't score. And there are 29 seconds left. Wilrich for Julie V. V is in all alone. And a great save by Connell. Well, he showed you how to stop Julie V. 18 seconds left. Here comes Peter Rowe inside for Gruber. Gross steers it wide. There are 10 seconds left. Kozic with a shot that's blocked. That should do it. Cavs Dana controlling. The crowd counts it down. It's all over. San Diego has won game 1 of the final series. 9-7 over Tampa Bay. And we will return to the sports arena in San Diego, California, right after this. Back live at the sports arena in San Diego, the crowd acknowledging their heroes as Julie V, the Emperor, there he is, arms raised, leads the chance here in San Diego because the Sockers have defeated the Rowdies 9-7. They have taken game 1 of the championship series. And Bob Carpenter, your final thoughts.
Well, that man was the story of the game, Julie V, in the early going. The San Diego fans have seen their team for the last time this year, no matter what happens. Based on what we saw here tonight, Kev, can't wait to get to St. Pete. Should be a great one, or a great 2 on Monday night.
All right, Julie V had the hat trick. He scored 3 times. He also assisted on 2 others. For Bob Carpenter, I'm Kevin Slayton saying so long from San Diego. Join us in St. Petersburg Monday night live on ESPN. So long from California.